I started this day just like any other day by doom scrolling Twitter. And in this cesspool of misinformation and bots, I saw a unique post. And it was by Von. My goat has a Twitter account? Wait, that can't be right. Let me just press translate to see what the fuck it says. Holy shit, it's a new manga. And I have never heard of it. There's 12 chapters of this? My eyes were shining with hope. I got off my computer and ran as fast as I could to the nearest manga store. After running a few kilometers, I realized I live in a third world country and there is no such thing as a manga store in here. So I got in a cab, went back home, and used all my remaining Wi-Fi to be able to read this manga. The manga starts in a magical world where humans aren't the apex predators, and not only are they not dominating this world, they are on the brink of extinction. And we see the king give his last speech to his last hope, the heroes.
Oh heroes, the time has finally come. The time for this fight with humanity's existence on the line. Humankind has been subjected to generations of suffering at the hands of the dreaded foes of humanity, the demons.
Man, I can't do this voice anymore. So you all gotta pick one of these demon kings and kill them. Good luck. Then we see the heroes and their rankings, and all of them do have some unique designs. And oh, look at that, that's my boy's back, and Flashy Flash's cousin. Then, for the first time, we see our main character, Hallow, and his little support fairy, Pane Pane. And I love him, man, just look at him.
Hey, water! If you're gonna puke, use this bucket, Pane. Should I rub your back, Pane?
Man, I love Van's designs. It's like me whenever I see a character creation in a game, and I proceed to make the most fucked up creature that exists in that universe. But I digress. So at first glance, this manga seems like a very normal fantasy story with demons and magic, with the goal of heroes defeating the demon kings. Pretty normal stuff, right? Surely one won't do a complete 180 and change the story, right? Then, exactly after a single panel, we see Pane open a letter and be like,
Oh, another letter smelling of blood, Pane.
After reading the contents of the letter, it is revealed to us that every other hero has been losing to this point. But Hallow is our main character. Of course he's not going to lose, right? Right? So yeah, not happening. He gets completely manhandled by Vaccine Man 2.0. But not all hope is lost, because by some fuckery of fate he gets washed up in a shore right next to his brother. So naturally, whenever Hallow sees his bigger brother, he starts to break down. Put yourself in his shoes. He has worked all his life to defeat the demons, and all that time and effort only resulted in a single scratch against the Demon King. So while his brother is comforting him, he tells him that his efforts weren't wasted at all. Actually, we never expected you guys to win against the Demon Kings. You guys were just a distraction. So after that, he explains to Hallow that they have been cooking up a different plan, in secret. And this plan includes a big truck. Could you guess what the plan is? Yes, you're right, they are trying to isekai an entire world to aid them. So after this big info dump, they get attacked by the demon army, but they manage to pull off the truck-kun spell in the nick of time. And they summon the Halo universe for help. And these guys make short work of the demon army with their guns and cool-ass armors. So as the boys celebrate the success of the spell, they go to greet these people. And as soon as they meet, the futuristic people go, mankind's enemies have driven us into a crisis. We are on the brink of extinction. Please, won't you save us? Don't they speak a different language from us?
That's right. The phrase help must be a way for them to greet people, I presume.
So after clearing up the misunderstanding, they realize they are on the same boat. Both these civilizations are on the brink of extinction, and they have thought of the same plan at the same time. And it's not like the futuristic people aren't struggling at all. They have their own natural enemy, which is AI. And it is basically our world, I assume that's going to happen in 25 years. I mean, have you seen the new puppy videos, man? This shit is getting out of control. And while they're having this conversation, they get attacked by the robots. But the mages take care of the robots with their magic. So magic is effective against robots, and bullets are effective against the demons. Okay, I see what the concept is. Everybody has their natural enemy, but they're going to defeat each other's natural enemy, right? Yeah, that's not the case. The robots completely adapt to magic, and the demons that the futuristic people killed were only low-ranking scrubs. So they get sandwiched by these two forces, and they get pushed back. But Hallow thinks of a genius plan. He lures in the AIs to fight with the demons. So as soon as these two forces start to fight, humans are like, "Aight, have a great day," and they dip. Obviously, after all that, Hallow is hurt. He wakes up in the castle, and as soon as he wakes up, he starts speaking with his brother, and his brother explains to him that the situation is much worse than they expected it to be. He tells him there are 13 more worlds that was summoned to this one, and the refugees of those worlds are in this castle right now. And you know what that means, right? If there are more worlds that is fused to this one, there are a lot more enemies to fight. And that's what I love about One's storytelling. It's legit so chaotic and I love it. I'm here for it. Like, how many times are you going to deceive me, man? It's only been 2 chapters. Relax. You're doing too much. But anyways, some of these worlds include the Flintstones, the Mad Max world, modern day Japan, and Futurama universe. And there are still a lot more worlds with their own unique designs, world buildings, and cultures. I feel like One had way too many ideas and he was like, okay, I'ma use them all. I'm going to create this huge ass universe and mishmash all those worlds together and make a huge mess that only looks like a mess on the surface. But in actuality, all this chaos and messiness are glued in so well together with fun storytelling and insane fights. And I absolutely loved the way One approached the concept of this manga. If you couldn't tell what the concept of this manga is by the previous parts of this video, it is natural enemies. Sometimes in life there are enemies that you cannot defeat. I have one of these enemies also. It is called the Norwood Reaper. No matter how many times I try to combat it by medication, magic, or voodoo, it won't disappear. Unless I go to Turkey and get some help, amına koyduğum. And just like how I need the help of the surgeons to get rid of my natural enemy, all these humans need to help each other out and make these monsters fight themselves. And it is so much fun watching these humans come up with plans to survive against these enemies. Like, you could tell One was having way too much fun writing this story. So if you're looking for a manga which has chaos, gore, and insane elements of fun, you have found your next read. Hey, Arvin here. If you watched the video for this long, you probably enjoyed it. So if you want to help me out with my cat's playing yogurt addiction, a like, a subscription, and maybe even a comment would go a long way. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope to see you on my next one.